On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Blue 90! Over! Leopard!
On second down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. Walletta now to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Green 90. Green 90.
On second down, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Room here to run. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Loretta. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Open man right side is Ingram. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Caught offside, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To the air yet again. Lauletta over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. This is caught. Watkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Mahomes to throw on second down. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out, and the Chiefs are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
New York set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second and 10, Lauletta over the middle to Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. He finds Baker complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Lauletta. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Lauletta on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. first and 10. Lauletta. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready, green 39, green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Ready, green 39.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Lauletta now to throw it. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. So.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Lauletta. He finds his target, Beckham. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Lauletta on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This is Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On the run, this is Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Hunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, it's Barkley. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Leopard! Over!
The pitch goes to Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
A handoff to Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Lauletta rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.